The next time you hop in your car, think about this for a second. What if it knew you? Maybe even better than you know yourself? I know it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually the future of driving, and it's all powered by something you'd probably never associate with your car, a customer relationship management system, or CRM. Okay, so that brings up the big question, right? Why in the world would your car need a CRM? I mean, that sounds like something for a sales department, not a sedan. It's a totally fair question, but the answer really gets at this massive shift in how we're all going to own and interact with our vehicles from now on.
The entire landscape is just being completely redrawn. We're talking about a world where AI and automation are becoming totally standard, and where the car itself is what they call a software-defined vehicle. Just think about it, getting updates over the air that add brand new features to your car overnight, just like you do with your phone. That's the whole idea. It's basically becoming a smartphone on wheels. But, before we can even get to that future, the industry's got to solve this huge, long-standing problem that's been holding it back for decades, a totally and completely disconnected customer journey. Just think about your own experience for a sec. The company that actually built your car is different from the dealership where you bought it, which of course is different from the company that financed it. And now, the vehicle itself is generating its own data. All this crucial information about you and your car is just living in these separate, disconnected buckets. It's all just a fragmented mess.
All right, so how do you even begin to fix a mess like that? Well, the industry's answer is to create what they're calling a single source of truth. One place where everything, and I mean everything, comes together seamlessly.
And that is exactly where the Automotive CRM comes in. At its heart, yeah, it's a system to manage customer interactions. But the really crucial part is that it also manages all that other critical data about the driver, the vehicle, the retail experience, and the financing, all of it, together in one place.
Now, the ultimate goal here, this is the really cool part, is to create a complete 360-degree view of you and your vehicle. I want you to imagine a world where the manufacturer, the dealer, and the service center all have the exact same up-to-the-minute information. No more repeating your story, no more disconnected, frustrating experiences.
Okay, so if this system is going to be the single source of truth, who are we talking about here? Who are the key players that really need to get on the same page? Well, it's really about uniting the entire automotive ecosystem.
So for the manufacturers, the OEMs, it's all about orchestrating the entire journey, from what happens inside the car to your visits to the dealership. For the retailers and dealers, it's about building real trust, because they finally have a complete picture of who you are. And for the finance companies, it's about creating these super smooth experiences that build loyalty for life.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but the big question is, does it actually work? Let's take a look at some of the results that companies are claiming.
The numbers are actually pretty impressive. According to a SalesForce survey, companies are seeing their business processes get automated 33% faster. Now, think about that. It frees up actual human beings to focus on you, the customer. And at the same time, they're reporting an average 21% drop in IT costs. That's a pretty powerful 1-2 punch of efficiency and savings. And here's the kicker. This isn't some massive, years-long IT project. The average time to get this up and running, just 14 days. That's wild. It means companies can start seeing a return on their investment almost right away.
But it goes way beyond just the numbers. It's really about a fundamental shift in understanding the customer. And you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to what the CEO of Mercedes-Benz, Ola Källenius, says. He says the technology lets them know a customer's history and actually anticipate what they're looking for next. This is huge. It's the difference between reacting to your needs and proactively meeting them, sometimes before you even know you have them. So when you put all of this together, it's pointing to something way bigger, a fundamental shift in the entire business model for this industry. It's moving away from just selling cars to actually building relationships.
And, nobody captures this new way of thinking better than Ford CEO Jim Farley. He talks about this bet they're making, creating a continuous loop with the customer, where the company is adding value every single day. And like he says, this is totally different than how the industry has worked for the last 119 years.
So let's just break that down side by side. The old way of doing things? Super simple. It was a one-time transaction, focused entirely on the product. But the new model? Well, that's all about a continuous, value-driven relationship that is completely focused on the driver's total experience. Everything from in-car subscriptions to proactive service alerts.
And all of this leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to think about. As our cars get smarter, more connected, more data-driven, are we heading towards a future where driving is less about the product you own and way more about the service you subscribe to? Because that, right there, is the turn the industry is taking as we speak.